Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here today with me. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. Today, I'm here to bring you a Belle Tress wig. This is Caliente 16-inch in the color Cookies and Cream Blonde. I'm bringing you this review in partnership with name brand wigs. I'm going to tell you all about this style. We'll look inside the cap and we'll talk about this Cookies and Cream Blonde color, and you'll see it inside and outside. If you want to know more about this wig, then stick around. I timestamp everything in the description below, so if you're only here to see certain things about this, then you can skip ahead to the sections that you care about by using those timestamps. I would like to thank Name Brand Wigs for sending me this piece so I could show everybody I am a fan of Belle Tress. I think they've got super cute styles and I love their color selection. I've never seen this color. If you love platinum blondes, if you like ashy blondes, you like rooted blondes, Belle Tress has some great colors and Cookies and Cream is beautiful. So check out this style at Name Brand Wigs if you'd like. I do have a link below, or just go to Name Brand Wigs for your next wig purchase. See if they have something that will work for you. They have an excellent customer service team. They really do support this community a lot, and I'd love to show them some love and let them know that you appreciate companies that really make a lot of reviews happen, because it's really hard to purchase these wigs based on manufacturer photos. We need reviews. I need reviews just like you need reviews. All right, everybody, let's take a look at this one from all sides. All right, I'm going to start by saying I don't know how many variations of a wavy, long, fringy style Belle Tress can do. They have a lot of styles that are very similar. Now, they do have 3 versions of Caliente. This one, which is 16 inches overall length. Another one, which is it's a 5 to 12 inches overall length. It's their original Caliente, so it's got a similar kind of layered fringy cut, but it's much shorter than this one. And then they have a fully hand-tied cap Caliente, and that one is similar to their original 5 to 12 inch overall. This piece has a lace front and a mono part, and it's a left mono part, so left going over to the right. And it has a fringe. It's not a full bang, but I will start this by saying the front really lays heavy. It lays in your face. I've been working a lot to get it at least to go to the side while I do this review, but it definitely wants to go in the face. Now, because Belle Tress wigs are heat friendly, you can definitely take heat to this. You can add more curl, you can relax the wave pattern that it has. You can cut bangs into this, and if they will not lay flat for you, let me just get the fringe forward. You can take heat to it to get them to lay forward. Some of the other wants to come with it, but I want you to see this style would be adorable. The way that the rest of it lays, I think this would be perfect for bangs. So if you are someone who cuts bangs in every wig that you get, and I hear from you guys, I know a lot of you do that, these Belle Tress wigs could be great for that, because they tend to not have permatease. Belle Tress really doesn't use permatease. Sometimes a little bit of crimpy fibers at the crown, but they never use traditional poofy pillowy permatease, which means you're going to get a really flat look on top, and if you cut bangs into it, it's going to look really natural. Let's take a look at this lace front. It's a very interesting lace front. There's not much lace there. It's just the sliver of a lace front. I'll take the cap off and kind of show you. So sometimes you'll get a little bit of extra real estate, if you will, on a lace front, but you're not getting that with this one. It's very minimal. And then there's your part. So you can only part it right there. That's where the parting space is. The lace goes all the way to the ear tabs on the one side, not quite as far on the other. We've got soft ear tabs with bendable stays, an extended nape, and we have bra strap or pull adjusters. Now, the bra strap adjusters don't tend to like to stay very well, and so if you are someone who, like me, needs to cinch your Belle Tress wigs in because they do run big, then I would recommend you take a little needle and a thread and you get the adjusters where you want them, and then throw a stitch in there. Just 1 or 2 little loops should be enough to hold it. Just a little tip. Now, let's talk about that fit that I just mentioned. You can see as I throw her back on. Now this is one, before I talk about fit, that's probably going to need a wide tooth comb. Now it doesn't tangle bad at all. It's a really low density, and I am not noticing any tangling problems with this one. So, but because it is a longer length and because it is synthetic, you're going to want to comb through it regularly just to keep those tangles out. Belle Tress really likes to do some of their longer styles in like a lowish density, which gives it a really natural look. It doesn't look like a lot of hair and it's not overwhelming. So like when I stick it in a ponytail, you're not getting a super thick ponytail back here. And that's the other thing I really love about Belle Tress wigs. They are my favorite. Hands down, my favorite updo wigs. I love to take some of these longer styles, especially ones where they do a fringe. I'm going to struggle to show this to you because this cap is huge on me and I don't have a wig grip on, so it's going to want to pull off. But I love to take, and I'll kind of take it into a low pony and then I'll twist it up. I'll throw a claw clip in there. I'll leave the tendrils spilling, and with this color, that's stunning. And then I'll pull some of those fringy pieces down, and it is the perfect summer wig. So let me just give you guys a plug because this is truly one of my favorite things to do with Belle Tress long wigs. Let's say you don't wear long hair and you're worried about the heat-friendly fibers on the Belle Tress wigs because, you know, heat-friendly fibers, they react negatively to friction, and these longer wigs have a lot of friction. They are perfect for ponytails. They are perfect for messy buns, updos like I just showed you. So if you can afford to have a wig that you dedicate to just those types of styles, get a Belle Tress longer piece. They're perfect for that. I just love them, and I have a few that is the only way I ever wear them, and I reach for them all the time, and they're great in the summer. They're light enough density, and without the permatease, they're really cool on, and so once you throw it up off your neck, it's really going to be cool. All right, that's just my plug for Belle Tress because that is one of my favorite ways to wear these longer wigs by them. All right, let's talk about fit. Belle Tress runs big. This cap is running humongous. I find a little variation in the caps. Usually they're big. Some caps feel bigger than others. This one feels really, really big on me. It is just barely hanging on right now, and it does have good stretch. I do get a little bit of extra cap in the top, but where I find these bangs, you can see, they just need a little work. If you're not a bang person and you're looking at this thinking, oh my gosh, I would die with those bangs, just a little bit of heat, a hot air brush, a hot comb, a hair dryer, and a comb. You can redirect these fibers really, really easily with some heat. I have videos showing you how to do that. So definitely don't fret that. These are perfect for redirection. But this cap is so huge. It's not as big over the top of my head, but around the circumference, it's really fitting me big. So if you have a petite head measurement, Belle Tress is going to be tough for you unless you alter the cap. There are lots of videos on YouTube showing you how to make wefted caps smaller. It's really not that hard. It will open up more wigs to you. But if you're not willing to do that, I really can't recommend Belle Tress to you. I'm average at 22-inch circumference. I'm very petite over the top of my head, and the size of this cap does not bother the top of my head. It's really the circumference where it's big, and I can get it cinched in enough to fit me comfortably. And I do often wear a wig grip with my Belle Tress wigs because I wear them in updos. That helps to keep them secure. I have a favorite wig grip and I have a review of it, so I'll make sure that's linked in the description if you've never checked out a wig grip before. So we've talked about fit, we've talked about density, we've talked about the style, I've mentioned the fibers. If you've never had a heat-friendly wig and you're not familiar with the care that is required on heat-friendly fibers, I have a couple of videos on the topic. I'll make sure to link them in the description. Basically, you need to take heat to heat-friendly fibers periodically to keep them from fraying, especially long pieces. If you wear them in updos, you're not going to have to do that as much. With a wavy piece like this, you're going to want to take heat more regularly than not because you're going to want to take steam heat to it to not relax these waves. If you take like a hot air brush or a hot comb, you're gonna straighten it out. And maybe you don't mind that. You can always add curl back in, but just keep that in mind. I think it's important to know if you're new to wearing wigs. We're on to color. Cookies and cream blonde. Wow. First of all, Belle Tress has amazing blondes. They have warm blondes. They have cool blondes. They have unrooted blondes. They have a lot of blondes. They also have some darker colors, but their colors tend to the lighter side of things. You know, they've got a couple of browns and some reds, but generally even their browns are lighter, it seems to me. This color, I've never seen this color before, and it is so gorgeous, but it is absolutely ashy, and it can seem a little gray in some light. It is not a warm blonde. We've got light ash blonde, platinum blonde. Let me take it off and I'll talk about it because it's just beautiful. I'm not a blonde and I love these kind of blondes. It has light ash blonde, platinum blonde. Look at those platinum tips, pure white platinum tips, pure blonde, light and medium brown base, and a dark root. Now, the root is a mix of ash and warmth. It has been diffused some. Let's get close. It has been diffused with some of that blonde. Can you see that? Sometimes you'll get a rooted blonde, not really with Belle Tress, and it'll be like this darkness, and then you'll get into the blondes, but they have diffused some of those light pieces that makes it look really good. And then I think where they talk about the light and medium brown base is kind of up in here. You've got some, you know, like almost like an ashy brown or a sandy blonde woven in, and then you've got your blondes, and then on the ends very much platinum tips. That's why I said one of those type of updos where you sort of claw clip it up and then you let the tendrils spill over and you get all that white. So fun. All right, everybody, let's get outside so you can see this color outside. My overall assessment of this, it's lowish density, no volume, no poof. If you want volume on the top, you like big hair, you're not gonna like this one. It doesn't have that. I think you're gonna need to do something with the front to get it to lay so that it doesn't constantly wanna go in your eyes. At least my piece is doing that. I've seen this a lot with these type of Belle Tress wigs. Because they don't have any permatease or volume, it can be hard to get lift in that front. Just take some heat to it or cut a bang in it. That will work just fine. I think this is darling. And remember, if this is just a bit too long for you, but you like the overall style, check out their regular Caliente. It's about 4 inches shorter overall, but even shorter layers, and that could be a better fit for you. Thank you so much, Name Brand Wigs. This is fun. I love showing these wigs. I love letting my wig sisters get a taste of some of these styles and learn about them. I appreciate you guys so much. All right, everybody, let's get outside. All right, friends, let's look at this color outside in the shade. We'll move into the sun in a moment. You'll see how much the sun warms up the color. You know, people complain a lot that, you know, inside pictures don't really give you the true color. Actually, I think all light can give the true color because the color can look different in different light. We don't usually see that with our own bio hair, but it is really how it works. Hair can look warmer or cooler depending on the light that you're in. So you can see this looks so much warmer. It almost looks like a golden blonde in the sun, but there's no gold in this. It's very ashy. Make sure you can see that root. One last look. Ooh, my arm is starting to shake. Let's switch hands here. One last look. This is where you can really see those tips. Beautiful, cool blonde with lots of blonde tones. It's just so pretty. Thanks for watching.